keep our attention on the world of the AFL. Jimmy Bartell sticking around with us on the Monday Footy Review after week one of the finals, and he was very, very pleased, I'm sure, on Saturday afternoon when the GWS Giants hung on for dear life and defeated the Sydney Swans by 1 point down in Tassie. I reckon it might have been a stressful couple of minutes for Isaac Cumming, the defender from the Giants, who joins us on the line. Isaac, good morning. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
G'day, gents. How are we? And feel great this morning, mate. How are you all going?
Yeah, we are going okay. Is it right that you're at Bunboogle at the moment?
Yeah, mate. Bunboogle Golf Course. It's paradise down here.
It's a nice spot to be.
Are you allowed to play, or are you just staying at the accommodation?
No, we're allowed to play. I think the boys went out for a quick nine yesterday, but the weather didn't really permit it. But I think we've got access to the front nine.
Nice. Yeah, I reckon
Only the front nine.
Heard a few boys were playing yesterday. And Nick Haynes is the best golfer, isn't he? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I reckon he would hold the reins as the best golfer. Him, Jake Stein, and Brent Daniels are probably the top three for mine.
Right, there's your podium for the Giants for the orange jacket that they might play for at the GWS.
Don't worry about golf, Isaac. How's your ankle? Come on,
yeah,
let's get to the serious stuff. It's
No,
finals time.
The ankle's going to be sweet. I reckon there's going to be just a pretty cruisy week, but I reckon it'll be all good for Friday night.
Well, I'm sure you're hoping that's the case. Hey, what was it like sitting on the David Dench and watching that last 10 minutes unfold when Sydney were absolutely barnstorming and putting heaps of pressure on? What was it like on the bench?
Yeah, the bench was an absolute ruckus, to say the least. It was just boys yelling and screaming everywhere. But I suppose it's just sort of good to see that we can hold up in those big pressure games, and especially when they started to become really late, we stood strong and got through it. Why
did that happen? Why were they able to put that pressure on you late in the game? Had you stopped? You had two on the bench, I think, that couldn't come back on, so you were stuck with a couple of players that couldn't rotate. Was it fatigue, or was it something different that they did?
I think they had a lot of momentum in the last quarter. Obviously, they had a lot of scoring shots, and thankfully we're a bit inaccurate, but I suppose when you're sort of down in the last quarter and it's a game like that, you just sort of give everything you've got and go for absolutely everything, and that's what they did. But thankfully they couldn't get through us.
What's changed? It's such a great brand of footy you're playing at the moment. It stacks up in big matches, that intensity around the ball. You're part of a sort of a defensive group, a no-name defensive group, in all due respect, that's done so well because you're so inexperienced. How has this all happened?
I reckon the week leading up to the Geelong game, there was a lot of uncertainty about what the rest of our going to play finals, and I think the message through that week was just to enjoy our footy, just bring a lot of energy, and what happens will happen. I think that Geelong game just set the tone for the rest of the year, and we go out there, we play to win, and we just go for everything we want to, and it's paying off at the moment.
The profile of the team has completely changed, or the profile of the way you play has completely changed, Isaac. You went from this free-flowing orange tsunami now into this really contest, dour, sort of push the ball forward. Why did that change? Was it a natural change, or was it actually driven by the coaches or the players?
I think it's got a fair bit to do with personnel. There's been a lot of players leave our footy club that were just sort of freak athletes that were quick, agile, and had really good foot skills, and that's why that orange tsunami, I guess, was that's why it's got the name Ferrari sort of thing back in the day. But I think the personnel now is just a lot of hard in and under players with still really good foot skills, but just a lot more contested. I think that's why that's changed mostly.
I know it's very difficult for you to make a comment on Toby Green and what happened, but have you spoken to him about it? Has he addressed the players and spoke about what happened himself yet?
No, I haven't spoke to him, and I'm not sure what's going around there at the moment. I'm sure he's sort of handling it in his own way and trying to take care of business. But it's just a wait and see from my point of view. I haven't spoken to him about it.
Does it weigh on the group? Because clearly he's one of the most influential players in the competition. He's possibly the best player in the competition. Does it weigh on the group when there's these things hanging over, when you're getting into a situation like you are on Friday night for a semi-final?
I wouldn't say it sort of weighs on over our head. I mean, obviously we're all pretty eager to see what the all pretty eager to see what the result is. But whether that's positive or negative result, I don't think it will affect us too much Friday night. We'll go out there with a team that expects to win, and if that's with Toby, then that's great. But if it's without, then we're still confident we can get the job done.
You talked before about that Geelong win a couple of weeks ago. We touched on it this morning as well. It's an under-14 team out there, did an amazing job taking down the Cats, and it did start to spark the momentum for the Giants. Is there an element of, it's a bit of a free hit for us, why not us sort of mindset from the Giants, or is there real pressure on you to perform and get yourself to a grand final to try and win one?
I suppose we're playing finals now, and we have, every expectation that we want to go deep and we want to be there on the last day. But I suppose the focus just really is this Friday night. And last time we played them, it was a very different outfit, and they had a few key personnel out. But going to rely on, we're confident that we can get it done.
Isaac, how's this year different? You've been in hub life, you've been on the road, you've been playing everywhere around Australia. I think about 3 times you've been told 10:30 at night, let's get on a plane and go. How's it been different? Because it has been, this young group's really embraced it, and it's almost fast-tracked a lot of you guys as a group.
Yeah, I think with the hub last year, we learned a lot about sort of how to deal with those sort of change of situations on the spot. And I think, seriously, when it's come to this year, we're used to it. If we get a phone call at 10:30 at night, saying that we have to pack up the next morning, it's just a sort of expectation in the world we live in nowadays, and something that has to be done. But we're pretty no fuss about it here just because we're simply used to it, I think.
I just want to ask you about one player, Connor Iden, finally got his Rising Star nomination, but there was a real penny-dropping moment for him almost over summer where he thought, I need to get fitter so I can actually do the stuff that I know that I can do, and he even buddied up with Toby Green over summer. Must be really happy to see one of your defensive group get the nod that they deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with Connor in the off-season training, and I think every sort of player has that moment where they need to sort of switch on and sort of have to tell themselves that they have to, put their head down and get the work done to sort of get that spot. And thankfully he got it early in the year, and he's most definitely held his own throughout the year. Very good to see.
When do you get to Perth?
Tomorrow we fly out. I think it's like a 3:30 flight, so I'm not sure what time we'll get there, but it's going to be a pretty long day tomorrow, I reckon.
Well, it's a big week. Semi-final against the Cats, and not going to be easy, but I reckon you're going with a fair bit of confidence, Isaac. Good luck with that ankle. Hopefully we see you out there Friday night. Send our best to the boys.
All right, appreciate it, mate. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem, Isaac Cumming, GWS Giants defender.